What up, y'all? Blockchain Bird, Early Bird Crypto. Check the timestamp, it's 2024. Now, look at this post here. You XRP people are missing the point of crypto. The idea is to not need a bank. Let me get straight to it. I had to share a comment on this because I don't know where people get this stuff from. I understand what they think they know, but it makes no sense at all. And let me show you what I mean. Let me show you my comment. I think I laid it out. Don't be mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a real one who keep it real. And I said, the market is much more dynamic than just some black and white BS where you think you're just going to surpass the banks who've been had this country and others in pocket since their inception. Don't be nonsensical and spread FUD on some copy and paste shit. That's all people are doing. You read something and you just copy and paste and you don't make sense. Think about this. You can't beat them. Big bank, take little bank, little nigga. That's what I said. Right? And there's one more comment I left. And I said, you read the white paper, but the institutions did too. You're not a pioneer here. You think you're the only one that read the white paper? Okay, that's what Bitcoin and crypto was originally created for. But the dynamics changed because they didn't just sit on the sideline. They've been buying longer than you. You are their exit liquidity. Don't get it twisted for 1 second. The retailer think they're geniuses, but the institutions are bigger and stronger. And this is their job. This is what they do. They have the biggest professionals, the biggest money in the world to get shit done. So don't think you could just walk in the casino and end up owning the casino. It don't work like that. Their money is much bigger and they can play the game much longer than you. They can hold much longer than you. You can't beat them. Join them by bringing them into the digital age. You're delusional if you think you're just going to get in and they not. Ripple and XRP was smart enough to understand this early on. And they said, okay, cool. We know how the big banks play. They would go to any great length to maintain control, even if that means they have to buy up all the Bitcoin. What the fuck you think is the point of all these crypto ETFs, these crypto trust funds, the biggest hedge funds on the planet going all in, buying billions of dollars at a time? And you think your little couple $100, your couple $1,000, you think the retailers, the little people who ain't been paying attention the past 14 years, you think y'all gonna keep them out the market? You're fucking delusional. Ripple, XRP, Brad Garlinghouse, and gang, they were smart enough to understand this early on. And they said, well, guess what? If that's the case, why not be the first cryptocurrency to include them? Because all of that liquidity they already have is going to have to go through our rails. It's going to have to go through our channels. You don't have to take the whole market. It's not a wholesome game where you have to take it all. They got so much money and liquidity, just 1%, 2%, 3%. And you win. Okay, so just get that out your mind. If you think that you're going to do without the banks are the fucking on and off ramp to get in and out of crypto right now. Use your brain. be sensical, and be critical of the people you listen to and the stuff you read. Think about it like critically. If you don't know, ask ChatGPT or something. That's a large language model. And in fact, let me see something. Let's do this right now. I use ChatGPT a lot, so you're going to see it at the top. What do you think about this post? Let me see. What do you think about the message in this Facebook post? Let's ask ChatGPT.
The message in the Facebook post is critiquing XRP holders or enthusiasts, suggesting they are misunderstanding the fundamental purpose of cryptocurrency. The key idea behind crypto for many early adopters is decentralization and financial independence from traditional banking systems. XRP, however, is closely associated with financial institutions and aims to facilitate fast, low-cost transactions for banks and payment providers. The post implies that relying on or supporting XRP goes against the core ethos of crypto, which is to operate outside the control of centralized banks. Essentially, the author believes XRP contradicts the principle of eliminating the need for traditional financial intermediaries. This reflects an ongoing philosophical debate in the crypto community between 1. Decentralization maximalists, who prioritize independence from centralized entities, 2. Practical use case advocates, who support cryptocurrencies like XRP that are designed for integration with existing financial systems.
Who has the most influence over the markets? Banks or retail investors? If you don't know who retail investors are, that's the little people. Us. Break it down, ChatGPT. And if you're following my channel, you're going to be informed. I'm not going to lead you into a burning house. At Early Bird Crypto, we think critical. We think with our brain, not with our hearts.
Banks and large institutional investors generally have far more influence over the markets compared to retail investors. Here's a breakdown of why. 1. Capital size and volume. Banks and institutions. These entities manage massive sums of money, sometimes in the trillions of dollars. Their large trades can significantly move the markets. Retail investors. Individual investors generally have limited capital compared to institutional giants. 2. Market strategies. Banks and institutions. They use high-frequency trading, HFT, algorithmic trading, and derivatives to exploit market inefficiencies. Their strategies often dictate short-term market trends. Retail investors. Retail traders typically rely on smaller-scale trades, which rarely influence prices in a meaningful way. 3. Access to information. Banks and institutions. These entities have access to better research, analytics, and insider networks, giving them an edge in making informed decisions. Retail investors typically rely on publicly available information, often reacting after large moves have occurred. 4. Market sentiment. Banks and institutions, their confidence or hesitation can set the tone for broader market sentiment, especially in times of crisis or economic shifts. Retail investors, while they can create short-term volatility, e.g., meme stocks like GameStop or crypto trends, they rarely shape long-term market direction.
Rarely.
In crypto markets, in traditional markets, institutions dominate. In crypto markets, retail investors historically had more influence, but institutions, e.g., hedge funds, large exchanges, are now playing a growing role, especially with the rise of ETFs, futures, and institutional adoption. Overall, while retail investors can spark short-term trends or anomalies, banks and large institutions have the most enduring and systemic influence on market movements.
You see what I mean? That's what I'm telling you. Like, forget what you heard. That makes absolutely no sense to sit here and think that the banks and institutions ain't going to get involved. They're people too. Okay, they have their own agendas. They have way bigger capital to play with. Don't listen to these fucking fools online. Do not be bamboozled. Do not be a thumbnail reader. Dig deeper. Do your own research. Ask ChatGPT anything. Learn how to prompt it. Learn how to ask specific questions to get specific results and answers you need. The best thing you can do is try to deploy some of the tools that they use. Like we see here, it says they use high frequency trading, algorithmic trading, and derivatives. These are AI agents that can trigger thousands of transactions in a second. As soon as the price hit their targets, they snap this shit up. While you got to sit there and watch the market and you got to hit buy and sell. You're not beating these bots. You don't even have the bread to compete with them. They got $1 million algorithms that will make trades 24 hours a day without human intervention. Big bank take little bank. You are the little bank. Subscribe today if you want to be up with the real crypto alpha and not the foolery out there. It's a lot of BS online. Don't fall for it. Early birds, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay down to the come up. We all gonna make it. Peace and love.